Those emotes all look very, very cozy. Hello everyone, I'm 𝗀cie and I'll be your wizard today. We are attempting a PNGTuber. I say attempting, we'll see how far we get, right? Hello there to Drunk, hello Legendary Vegan, hello 𝗀cie. Welcome into the stream. Let me know if the mic levels are good or if I'm screaming in your ear. It's always very helpful to know. Sounding good to you? That's good enough for me. And welcome to the stream. Here at the Colourful Collective, we are attempting a PNGTuber model. I've done things in Live2D before, but I've never actually done a PNGTuber Plus. In fact, I think when I was making models, PNGTuber Plus didn't actually exist. And they're actually really, they're kind of fascinating to me, like the amount of movement that they have. So I'm gonna give it a go. So this morning, well, I mean, to be fair, you can see me in the corner there. I don't move much right now. The plan is that I will. So I've been basically using my reference image to map out exactly how I want the corner model to work. It is very vague, as you can see. The pieces are kind of you know, not quite fitting together right now. But we want to be floating so that I can get like a little bounce, because I think the little bouncy models in the corner are adorable. We've got my magical 𝗀𝗙𝗶𝗹𝗶𝗹, which of course I have in front of me right now, clearly. my large magical 𝗀𝗙𝗶𝗹𝗶 screen, yes, I have one of those. Six, hey! Welcome to the stream! How are you doing? Sipping, I see. What are you sipping today? I have water, so I'm a little bit boring today, to be honest. It is often a can of Monster. It's not today. Hello, hope you're winning. Do you know what? I am. I think I'm winning. I'm not sure what I'm winning at, but I'm probably winning. Right, so let's stuff a folder under this one. I said under, but that's okay too. There we go. We're just going to give ourselves a grey background so that my eyes don't break staring at this image. Oh, I've just realized that this is a really high res. I shouldn't be working at this. I should not be working at this resolution, especially on stream. It will it's way more likely to blow up. One sec, I'm gonna, you know, I could probably half this and it'll be fine. For reference, I'm currently working at 12,000 pixels. Which was the resolution of the original ref image, because that image is used in print and stuff, but this one won't be. Kinda need to fix this. Sipping on cola for a change, good choice. Usually healthier. I've been arding, but I hit a wall. I thought I won't force it. I came to watch you struggle. Thanks, I guess. We'll see. Like, I think the model itself, like the model drawing, should be okay. Because from what I can see, it's a very similar layer layout to Live2D in terms of structure. It's the actual program itself, which I haven't got my head around with, actually animating things in PNGTuber Plus. I've been told that it is relatively straightforward, but from what I've seen so far, it might not be as straightforward for me as I thought it would be. I've been watching a whole video series on using 3D tools in Clip Studio. That is awesome. I was using Krita for a while, but decided to switch back. Yeah, while while I can no longer recommend Clip Studio because of its wild monetization methods lately, it is very good for what it is and the price it is. Just their monetization methods now are all over the place. It's just like, which subscription do I get? I just want to draw. It's a Livestream, baby. Oh, well, I should be good then, right? I should be good. Anyway, I was supposed to scale this to 0.5 because that should be low enough. PNGTuber Plus. There we go. I can say it. He's fun. Well, I sure hope it is. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get like the art done this session. We'll see, I guess. Because I'm basically going to have to go over the top of this. Oh, thank you, Six. I shall hydrate. Well, there we go. Hydrated. Ready to go. Moisturized, in my element. Okay, so we should start with things at the back. Now, I think things that I've already got kind of, let's say, I wouldn't say finished, but like structurally finished. Like her outfit in the background. I can probably just skip straight to line art for those parts. I'll probably change my mind in a minute, but we're gonna try. Because I suppose this part is the boring part because I am essentially tracing what I've already drawn. But the problem was, when I developed this image, I didn't intend to make a PNGTuber out of it. So do you know what? I can open it up actually. One sec. It will open, I promise. There you go. This has a lot of layers all over the freaking place. I've got basically most of the shading is on its own layer, and therefore I can't really... I could separate it all out, but it would take me forever, so I'm honestly better off just kind of starting again, honestly. And it means I can probably make these parts so they fit together better as well. It's just one of those silly things. Yeah. Layer PTSD right there. I mean, it's great. Like, I really enjoyed building it because I use this to practice like AO shading and getting some better levels, but it's definitely not model material. Yeah, start again for sure. Yeah, no, I completely agree. It was not built for purpose. So we're gonna put the neck in. We always got to remember that VTuber models, the pieces always need to overlap. The neck is always the easiest part. See, I thought about doing like a neutral pose with this, but I think it's because I'm going to be using it for art streams. It's basically going to be in this pose 99% of the time. I might swap out the arm models, and then take out the piece of paper, things like that. And heck, because all the pieces are going to be separated and hot swappable, it means I can have like redeems for different hats, and man, I love hats. And as much as I love this hat in particular, more hats is always cool. Yeah, quarter poses are nicer to look at. I completely agree. While I know the standard for models is usually front on, especially for live 2D, I really like 3/4 model, even though they are somewhat more difficult to animate. Okay, I'm gonna label this neck lines. There we go. Right, I'm done, right? Here's my new model. It's I went minimalist this time. I really do hope you like it. I call it neck on canvas. Right, I think at the very least I need a head, right? Yeah. I think I'm gonna separate the head from the hair because I quite like bouncy hair, and maybe that is a little bit ambitious right now. But if I don't separate it now, I'm never going to. Right, new layer. I haven't built a live 2D model in quite a little bit, so it's weird, right? Because I have habits from building live 2D models that I never break, like the way I always label left and right as the model's left and right, not my left and right, just because that's just how my head works now. But the problem is when that workflow combines with an illustration workflow and you get, well, you get this. This is what you get. Okay, so what's just happened in chat, you all might notice. I did say at the beginning of the stream that I had installed multiple bots, and they are now arguing. Nightbot doesn't like that stream elements post links. One sec. Can I disable Nightbot? Because I've got another bot that takes care of moderation, so I technically don't need Nightbot. But I don't know how to turn it off. Can I leave the channel? Okay, well, it's temporarily off. There we go. Phew. Yeah, I thought something like this might happen. I have this bot network and they're all arguing. It's like, no, you can't post links in chat. You keep it with your left and right, to be honest. It's easier if you do, I think, and then just swap it later. As long as you know which side is which. But I forced my brain to see it that way. And it's kind of stuck. But yeah, like I said, it's before I did models, I had a strictly illustration workflow where I liked merging certain layers into others, or having a shading layer which is clipped to every single color layer at the same time, and that is not a model workflow. So now that they've combined, it creates a bit of chaos, which, I mean, we like here. We like our chaos. Right, I'm gonna make sure I'm actually working on. I'm now working on the wrong canvas, so we're gonna save that and we're gonna close it. You never merge till you're sure you're done with the whole model. Well, that's what you're meant to do. Right, so this is gonna be. Let's have the head. And we'd probably end up merging like the nose and stuff into the head later, but for now, we're not. The Fat Mermaid, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I'm doing okay. I'm building me. Again. 2,000 plus layers consisting of line art, base color, and clip rendering layers. We hate it. We hate it and love it simultaneously. It's a burden that we carry. Probably gonna have to turn the canvas here to get this right. I've realized I should be doing this on a vector layer. So we're gonna pretend I did that, right? Right? There we go. You should be sleeping? Yeah, I agree. I agree you should be sleeping. It is lovely that you have come to my stream. But sleep takes precedence. My old SM was lovely, so... I remember you! Oh, honey, how are you? I remember it was way back when. I drew your mermaid form. I remember. My gosh, it's been a while. How are you doing? It was a long time ago. I took a rather extended break from streaming. And then I became a goblin. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into it right now because I mean I've talked about it on my Twitter and stuff before. The Twitter that I don't use anymore, but is I had extreme burnout and it sucked, but I'm not gonna dwell on it. Instead, I'm gonna draw a goblin. Right, so technically the head under the head doesn't matter as much because you're not going to see all of it. But I am going to draw in a vague shape that looks like a head because you'll see a bit of it. Closing my eyes night night. You have a good sleep. Thing is, I do need this part to look okay. There we go. I'm sitting here thinking like I should have actually sketched this now. Actually like put something on the screen there. Thank you very much, Miss Blackthorn, though. It didn't make a noise. It was supposed to make a noise. Did it make a noise for you, chat? It didn't make a noise for me. Just one of the 1,000 things I need to fix. It was actually quite funny when I came back to streaming. I was just like, oh yeah, all of these things will just work. And they just don't. I think I updated OBS and it just broke absolutely everything. There we go, that's a bit better. I'm happy with that shape. Easier to fill with the magic wand. Yeah. 100%. Anything that makes our lives easier is good. It made a noise your side? Okay. I guess I just gotta stare at the screen. Oh, no, I know what I could do. I could It probably doesn't have like the echo thing on, right? Advanced audio. Yeah, it should be in here. Yeah, if I turn monitor on, it should tell me. Should. Okay, so got some headlines. Let's get these ears right. Now, I think I'm going to do the ears as one piece. Traditionally, I would do the ears as two pieces crossed over. But I don't think I need quite that much detail in this as I would a live 2D model. Yeah, just one piece. One piece is better. Ah yes, drawing with the eraser. That works, right? I can use this as a teaching moment. And that teaching moment is that often when you're dealing with a model, you should start from back to front. Please note, I haven't. And that's fine. That's perfectly fine. It just generally makes it easier for you to sort out later. Hello Zelda, welcome back to the stream. I hope you're having a great day. And welcome back everyone from the ad zone. That's the third bot in the chat. Okay, I think I'm gonna round the edge of that. I guess that could be behind that, so that wouldn't matter so much. One sec, if I just move that a bit. Pinch our vector line. No, not like that. I want to fix both ends. Just want to pull it out a little bit. To make sure that when it bounces, it stays behind the hair. And I can put that behind both layers, so that's okay. You're 3D printing? Christmas decorations? Life is good. Life does sound very good. You bought more than snacks. You should be working out. Well, be careful, okay? I don't want to get you into trouble. Okay, so this is ear L. We'll do ear R. So this one's gonna have to just be behind this lock of hair, I think, because of the way I built this. I just have to think. I might have to move this lock of hair further forward to make sure it covers it while it's animating. But we'll see. One of the things I have seen about PNGTuber Plus is it's quite easy to swap out sprites and layers, which is good for me because I think I might be making several mistakes. What's the phrase? We don't make mistakes, we just have happy accidents? Yeah, that's the case here, right? Sort of. See, this is the thing, right? Is that I know I can't do like wild deformities with PNGTuber Plus, which I can do in Live2D. So I do have to be mindful of the shapes that I make some of these. No, my mistakes have domino effects. This is true. When you're like, ah, this one layer is wrong and therefore I have to change absolutely everything. I know that feel. Let's go back to this ear because I forgot to draw in this line here. Then ear R. Yeah, that looks about right. Ooh. That panic mode is adorable, by the way. My boss knows I listen to live streams. Well, that's good. Keeps you sane. Well, I'm glad I can help. Okay, so I can probably cheat with the glasses, right? I can probably borrow those from the other thing because I think I have the glasses separated. Oh, oh, please, I hope I did. Did I separate them? Chat, we're gonna find out. Sure, I just pressed that I was gonna. I want to open this, please. Please let me. Okay. I think I do. I think I have all the glasses layers. The only reason I knew that that was probably the case is that glasses tend to be the last thing I'll put on an image if something has glasses. So they're often their own section. Let's make a little folder because I think this is the entire. Should be the lenses as well. Means I don't have to do the lenses again. Love the idea of like cheating using my own work. Okay, they're a bit big right now, but we can persevere. Yep, keep aspect ratio. Oh yeah. Instant glasses. I might have to extend the what do you call the stick that goes behind your ear? It's not the rim. What do you call the thing that closes that holds the arm? Is it the arm of the glasses? That holds them on your face? Speaking of, what's the little thing that goes over your nose? What's that called?
Bridge.
I've just been told it's called a bridge.
Nose, and then the arms are temple.
Ah. The more you know. Yeah, a temple is an interesting word that I haven't heard before. Why when I... Oh, it's because it's on the other layer as well. I'm silly. Don't mind me. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave those for now because they exist. I don't think I did the same for the eyes, but I might have. Should we look, chat? Should we see how much time I can save myself today? Oh, okay. So that's its own layer. Why didn't even name that layer? That's kind of scary, actually. Oh, I think it's these. That's got to be the pupils, right? I think we might be onto something. If I just have the pupils as a separate section, that's incredibly useful. I love my eyes, right? But having to draw rainbows every single time? I mean, it's my own fault. I designed me, but... But this should make it at least a little bit easier. Oh, no, I did... Okay, so I did cut off a bit on the right-hand eye, which makes sense. But I can use this other one. I've got an instant eye. Instant eye that I've probably spent hours on. So it wasn't very instant, but... But because I've got this, it means I can move it around. Oh, not like that though. Let's pop it all in a folder. It means I can move it around the... Yeah. Oh no, this is better. This is better, right? Come on. Hear me out. This is perfection. Okay, so this is IR. This is IL. Technically I should call it like pupil L something. Because I've got, but I can call the other bit like eye whites and eyelashes, and they probably get squished together anyway. Okay, we're gonna leave those for now. That's fine. I think if today I get at least the head done, I'll be happy. Because that's probably the most important part, to get the separations done. Because with the way I tend to like to animate models in general, there will generally be more movement with the head and the hair than there is the rest of the model. Which, to be fair, most VTuber models do. Mostly because half the time, all you're really seeing is the face. Even if someone has a full body model, the other half isn't even on the screen. Which is why when I created my last model, and I did like, I had side step animations, it really was like one of the most pointless things I've ever learned to do with a live 2D model. It looked incredibly impressive though. Baldaris, hey! Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Hope you're doing alright today. I think I am. My model in progress does look like it's been on the caffeine a bit too much, but I myself am drinking water because I'm being a good girl today. I guess you don't really need more than a bust up, but I guess it doubles as a full body art reference at least. That's true, that's true. The question is, how, so I'm used to dividing their hair up quite a lot. But I'm not sure how many pieces I should divide. I guess at least 3, right? You divide it into back of the hair, middle, and front, I would think. That's not necessarily correct. I think I'd probably want to divide the fringe into 2. You got back, mid, yeah, and then the fringe sort of naturally divides itself into 2, I think. I think that'll work. I'm drinking coffee as well, so relatable, yes. I don't, maybe this is sacrilege, but I'm not a huge coffee fan. I do love my caffeine. I've been trying, recently I was like, oh, I'm gonna start trying tea again. That did not end well. I bought some berry tea, which is supposed to be like, you know, tastes like raspberries and berries and nice, and I made myself a cup and I tried. It tasted like someone had put some raspberries into a cup of hot water, taken them out again, and then served you the cup of hot water. That is how I would describe that taste. One day I will find fruit tea that I like. I used to like fruit tea quite a bit, but apparently my taste buds have changed. I'm trying to drink green tea religiously to boost my metabolism. I have had that thought. I don't think right now that would work for me. Right, I'm gonna turn off the caffeine eyes for now while I attempt this hair. Let's get rid of the headlines for now and the ears. And this is going to be, we start with the back, so we start with the back of the hair, because that can just be one big piece, that's fine. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, you mean the fruit tea? Yeah. I got it from Tesco, and it wasn't, no, not my kind of thing. Oh, you mean the green tea? Yeah, I've heard a lot about green tea and weight loss and things like that. Just to like boost your metabolism with it. I have indeed heard that. I suppose the problem with teas is people often tend to put sugar in them, which, yeah, like you just said there, 𝗙cie. It kind of counteracts what you're trying to do. Okay. My brush size is a little bit too big. It tastes like dishwater. The things we do, right? Why are healthy things never good? I want like a super health supplement that tastes like a cheeseburger. Would change my life. I looked okay this Halloween, but I saw a pic from 2019 and want to be in that shape again. I can understand that. I look at myself sometimes and I'm like, okay, you know, I can always afford to lose a few pounds. But then again, sometimes I like my shape. I'm very comfy. I'm from South US. I drink a good bit of tea, but it's a little different from UK style. So what differs between UK and US tea, 𝗙𝓸𝓸𝓶𝓮? I miss pre-art skinny sticks. Yeah, when you're an artist, you sort of... a lot of your time ends up going to improving your craft. I do 100%, one of the things I always try and do is I go for a walk every day. And some days one has to force oneself to do so, but I do go for a walk every day. I was doing the entire outline of his hair, that's what I was doing. And I'm not gonna split this up into like a left and a right, because it can just be at the back. I don't think there's a difference between US sweet tea and UK iced tea. Oh, okay. Okay, so their sweet tea, their tea is our iced tea. Yours is cold and sugary. Yeah, that's yeah. So yours is iced tea. I was saying that I was talking about me trying to like tea. I do really like boba tea, but boba tea is, of course, not exactly healthy. Yeah, let's do the little flicky hairs. So I suppose that means I can say that I do prefer my tea cold and sugary. Maybe I should take that berry tea and just make very cold tea. and see if it makes any difference. If I make like iced tea out of that weird berry tea. It just tastes like someone threw a raspberry into a cup a couple of weeks ago. I slurp Lipton iced tea any day. Keep that stuff away from me. I don't think I've ever actually had that. I've seen it a lot. But no, it's because I've now got like this box of like 30 berry tea bags. I should probably put it to use, or at least attempt to. It'll get me, maybe get me off the monster for a week. If I'm lucky. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of zooming in and out. That can't be good for the eyes. Okay, so here I'm gonna go... I'll do the bit behind that does not exist. In South Africa, we share a lot of snacks and brands with the UK. That's pretty awesome, to be fair. I do love my UK snacks, but there are definitely some like US ones that I wish would come over here. Also, Jolly Ranchers, my god. I love them so much. I mean, to be fair, if they did do them over here, then I don't know what I'd do, really. Eat delicious things would be the answer. But they're really good. All the British folk I've played games with over the years, I've never heard them mention iced tea. It was always warm and kind of fancy. Yeah, no, we do have iced tea over here, which is basically what your sweet tea is. I love visiting our local Asian supermarket with Japanese snacks. Yes, there are a multitude of Japanese snacks that I enjoy. Not least that they get really cool Kit Kat flavors. We love Smarties. Me too. I love the chalkiness. What? Chalky Smarties. Oh no. Oh, I don't even want to imagine that. Oh, like the recipe is that different in the US. Sake Kit Kats, A+. Okay, so I've got a bit of a layer there, just in case that comes up. Aren't US Smarties UK refreshers? Oh, are they? So they're not chocolate? Oh, I'm looking this up now. I'm looking this up. Okay, so US Smarties. Oh, oh yeah, they are just, they're just love heart candies. Ooh. Well, okay, I'll keep that in mind. Look kind of nice though. I do like love hearts. They're the kind of thing that you put in your mouth and you forget how many you've had. And a little curl there. That is a bit low down. Let's get that up a bit. Haven't seen them in ages over here. Oh, love hearts. Yeah, I mean, they usually appear round about Valentine's Day. They suddenly emerge from their Smartie? Oh, now I'm calling them Smarties. Love heart cocoons. If you get orange Fanta and grenadine, I don't know how to pronounce it. I do not drink, so I don't know much about alcohol. It tastes like liquid refresher sweets. I think I don't know much about alcohol. I know a bit about the ones that like I generally do like amaretto that just tastes like I'm eating a cherry bakewell. But I don't really drink anymore. Doopy doopy doo. I just drink energy drinks instead. Which is clearly much healthier. Okay, so I might have made that a little bit short, but I think it's okay. Yeah. Oh, it's alcohol free. No, I legitimately had no idea what it was. You had a mocktail bar at your wedding. Adorable. She winning? Who winning? Who is winning, so I may congratulate them. Is it 𝗀𝗻𝗃? Because that's a 𝗀𝗃 emote. I recognize it. This 𝗀𝗃 is winning. You winning? I winning? Oh, I winning. Thank you. Okay, I think that's the curve I want there. You know what I need to do? I need to find a way for those ad break messages to actually appear before an ad break, rather than being like, oh, magical ad break as soon as the message pops up. There's gotta be something that can do that. I appreciate it giving people a heads up, but it doesn't give much of a heads up. Like 5 seconds maybe. Okay, so I'll probably just fill this in with just a squircle. Probably like that. It should probably be a little bit more rounded. I know it's one of these things where you're probably not gonna see it, but I know, right? I know. Need to pinch the vector line a bit more. Let's just make it a little bit more rounded. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Welcome back again from the ad zone, chat. I hope you had fun. Okay, so that should be the back. Okay, so the middle of this hairstyle is a bit more awkward. It's like there is one, but there kind of isn't. It's still the back. There's no defined middle. So maybe I can just do 2 layers of fringe. I think that would work. Think. Yeah, if I have this big glob here as a layer, and then I have the very front of the fringe as its own separate kind of, it's not a flyaway, but it's almost a flyaway. Because I think generally this big glob here would probably move in the same way. Maybe that's just a cope. I mean, even if it's not, I can go back and cut this further if I need to. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, I think I like that. So this is gonna be fringe. Actually, no, this is mid-hair. Mid-hair. Is that? Mid-hair L. Mid-hair L, that's what it's called. Right, I'm gonna take a really quick break. Just to have a drink and have a little walk around. I suggest you do the same. And I will be back in about 5 minutes. I will start the clock now. And I am back, and hopefully you are too. Right. Okay, so let's... So how much have we got so far? Apart from... I forgot about the googly eyes. Okay, let's do a bit more of the hair. Oh, and get rid of my be right back layer. I am in fact back. Thank you for the welcome back. Hello Six, hello Voldaris. It is lovely to see you still here. Thinking about it, I should have saved the "oh my god, what am I doing" stream title for when I actually have to use PNGTuber Plus. When I'm sitting there being like, oh god, oh no. I was worried we got abandoned. I would never abandon you, chat. Okay, so that mid-hair piece is up to there. So we're gonna have this sort of front dangly piece, which should settle just under there. And having the front piece should give it just a bit more dynamism when I'm animating it, rather than the fringe just being a big blob. Thank you, Stream Elements. Did you know May is on Blue Sky? Even though she hasn't changed her loading screen yet to say that she is, it still has her Twitter on it. But fortunately, the bot knows. The bot knows where it's at. Like I still post on Twitter, but I don't post art posts on there. I just do like go lives and things because the yeah, I mean most of us here will know like Twitter is not a happy place right now. Right, so that is the left hand. Big fringe, front, L. That's all done. Oh, fringe front, okay. Oh, I know what I mean. Let's go for the other side. I think this has got to be 2 parts as well. Technically it is 1 part. It's 1 part that doesn't obey the laws of hair. Which I know sometimes anime hair doesn't, but it does not obey the laws of hair. They shouldn't merge into one. If you look here, well, this bit here, it looked nice in the reference image that they merge into one, right? That this side piece of hair and this front piece, they merge. That's not so fun for a model. So I'm not quite sure, because I don't want it to just go down. I think that looks a bit silly. Yeah, I want to separate it. It's just a case of how. I think it might be better off like separated like that. As if it's going underneath. Trying to work out like what I intended here. Because as I am wont to do when I'm illustrating something, is I tend to go for this looks good. It's not necessarily anatomically correct. Obviously I check my anatomy and everything, but like, something doesn't have to be 100% true to life to look nice. And therefore, we end up with this conundrum. Hide the side piece behind the head. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. It is a little bit emo, yeah. It is a little bit emo. I just checked all 3 of me are following 𝗀. Thank you, Zelda. I was thinking of separating like some of the things I do into separate accounts, but in the end I was just like, you know what? I'm an art goblin. The art can all go here, you know? Even if sometimes I will work in different styles. It's all art, you know? I think it works better in combining things. But I understand with a lot of like your stuff, why you want it separate. Oh, it's like this part down here does go behind. It does go behind, but this part doesn't. Created myself a conundrum. Yeah, sadly it's near. Top tip. Have a study that's super messy and you can hide presents. Well, fortunately, I'll let you know right now. It is. They wouldn't know. Blue sky is a bit better. Yeah. It's much better about filtering. You're a lazy artist who hates drawing clothes. No, I do get it sometimes. I have joked in the past about how being how being a not safe for work artist is sometimes easier because you don't have to draw clothes. Mind you, it makes your anatomy way more. You can't hide bad anatomy under clothes, so actually it has its pros and cons. Right, I'm gonna have to actually, I want to see, let's do it on this. Let's do it on this, because I've got this up. I just need to be able to see this better. So if I do maybe some, we'll do red lining and yellow because yellow is easy to see. You've got to be naked because I cannot be bothered to give you clothes. Yeah. Checks out. Okay, so this is gonna probably go onto here. Yeah, you have to replace detail and frills with good anatomy. Yep. So it's sort of, it's going around here, right? My 𝗪𝐶 was real, she'd murder me by now. Oh, I've backed myself into a corner of this because I have in fact produced a piece of hair that is in front and behind at the same time, and I didn't realize. Let's see if I can map the shapes here. Oh no, that's not correct. get away with having this one piece here, which is on the top. Maybe I can round it off a little bit more. I'm aware that it does look a little bit like I've got... What is that hair type? Where it's got... I can't remember what it is. Like, I'm thinking like, oh, I can't remember. my brain's just gone blank. It looks maybe puffier than it should, but... No, it's not a Karen haircut. Oh no, I can't unsee it. And then... well, I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. And then the other bit is just sort of underneath. Like that, I think, could work. Could. And then obviously you got the back bit, so that's fine. I'm wondering if it could do with being even further separated into two there. Sorry. No, it's fine. Yeah, I think we're actually better off with 3. I know this is sort of a very small part to it, but I think rather than having that giant expanse that animates just with one layer, I know I'm making this harder for myself. I don't know how that would look though. I suppose you don't see that top bit, so that's like, that's not there. We pretend that's not there. Maybe I split it into thousands of pieces. More cutting, more. Draw it all, do it for the hats. You're right, actually. Oh, I forgot. Yeah. Like if I take the hat off at any point, that needs to exist. So I don't really have a choice. Which in that case, I'd probably have this part blend in. I don't think I don't know if I need that part at all. I think I originally had this like this because it's kind of pushed out the way of the glasses. But then I changed the glasses. Oh, hydrate. One sec, I shall. Ah, there, we are good. It's backseat asking. Don't worry. I am asking for opinions right now, so you're good, you're good. It's the odd people that come into chat and are like immediately like, you should do this and you should do this, and I'm like, no. No, thank you. I will not. Okay, so I'm gonna borrow that layer and bring it over here. Because I think this is a good base for what we want. Oh, it's giant again. Would take 10 out of 10. Okay, so this part here, this little weird oblongy shape, will go behind, just to create a little bit more dynamism, and then we'll have the big fringe on top. Yes, please apply that transformation. At least that is the theory behind this. Just a theory. An art theory. Right, okay. So we'll just label as sketch for now. And we'll have fringe. No, this is with the midsection. So mid hair. Fortunately, PNGTuber Plus does allow, like, it has a limited sort of set of physics, which I intend to use to do some sort of squishy animations with the hair. Hopefully that'll work. And let's have a little bit of variation there. And that should just go under this piece. It should hopefully fit all together when it's finished. So this is the fringe. Front. Right. Oh, I should have. Did I save what's under that hat? I bet I didn't. I bet I was silly. And I did not in fact do that. Do I have an old version of this somewhere? Who really knows at this point? Right, I've got the full ref sheet. The model, I've got the desk model. Let's see. Oh no, this is a really old version. This is what 𝗀cie could have been, by the way. I abandoned this version. That's not useful. That's too far back. Nah, I don't think I have it. Oh well. Let's pop in the back line art just so I can see it for now. Because I think that'll look fine blended in. I will draw it in like circular, but I can erase some of the line art later. it should be sort of smaller. I just need to try and get that curve in without it looking too out of place. I like the current version, but the previous one would always be my favorite as I knew that one for so long. Yeah, no, I get that. I like the main reason that I wanted to change was oddly not necessarily to do with like feeling that I was different. Although that's part of it. Is that May was like always half goblin, right? I was always a half gob. But it was one of these things where a lot of people didn't know. And I wrote that into the lore, right? I was like, yeah, she pretends to be an elf because she can get away with it. But that did mean there were a lot of like sort of communities that were like they didn't turn around and go, but are you a goblin though? Because that's that's awkward as hell. But people that just didn't know that I was part of the like goblin VTuber community. So I wanted to make it more obvious because I heckin' love goblins, gotta be honest. D&D goblins, my favorite race to play, 100%. Love fantasy goblins. And I am 100% a bit of a dice goblin myself. I have a lot of dice. So yeah, I felt like a change. Yeah. That's why I make a new model every 2 years or so. I think that's kind of my track record at this point. But my previous ones were like, they were improvements on a previous theme. This is a complete change from what I had before. Apart from the fact that I'm still a wizard. The wizard will never change. I will always be an art wizard. I don't think that's something I could ever change about myself because it's just kind of who I am, really. Does that look better squared off or round? Choices. I actually think it looks a little bit better squared off because it kind of... Oh, but then I'd want that squared off. I don't like that. No, can't do it like that. Can't do it like that. I know hair is made up of a lot of different shapes. Sometimes if you just have like one piece that's differently shaped and that it's not featured anywhere else in the hairstyle, it can look very weird. You kind of wanna duplicate your motifs where you can in character design in general. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna pull down the... Oh no, I don't need to pull that down. I need to pull this up. I'm joining it up for now, but this part at the top is probably going to be blended into the hairstyle itself. I'm boring, pretty much human most times, with a dwarf sometimes. But you see, you still got this part when you're a dwarf sometimes. And I think that was sort of my point, is that I was a goblin sometimes, and sometimes I wasn't. And especially from like a branding perspective, and I know like branding isn't everything, but that's funny enough, it's part of my IRL job. Is that you do realize at one point that maybe you're confusing people. And when you're doing something for fun, that's perfectly fine. I do this for fun. But there was something in me that just clicked and I was like, I'm gonna be a goblin now. Okay, so that's separated into two. That's what I wanted. I can get rid of that little sketchy thing now. Thank you for persevering with me. We have glasses. We have Okay, I will fix the eyes in a bit. I promise. It's just too funny to me right now. I'm just a sea of lines and googly eyes. I'm a very gremlin human, but I want to make a goblin toggle like Jekyll and Hyde. That's pretty cool. No, that was actually one of it was a friend of mine. I was talking to them when I was thinking about changing this. And they basically said to me that they've always sort of considered that I'm both anyway. And that just sometimes I like to look like a goblin. Sometimes I like to look like a human. And that's cool too. And hey, like, I'm a color wizard, technically. I could do that. So maybe someday I'll have some weird overwritten lore to explain everything. But for now, I'm just a gob. Okay, I am actually. I will fix these eyes. I do got this, I think. Whee! Let's make those gobber eyes. Hopefully this means it should make them easy to move. I think I don't know if I want to... PNGTuber Plus doesn't have clipping masks, does it? Or does it, and I just haven't worked out how to use them yet? I think I might just have to make the eyes as like one piece that blinks. Which, to be fair, would make it easier for me. Okay, let's get an eyelash layer. Oh, too many layers. Where did that come from? Go away. What's layer 4? Layer 4 isn't anything. What? Okay. No layer 4. It should have... Okay, well, no, if it does, then that might be useful. Or I might just build the eyes as like a swap out sprite. That might be easier. Oh, so I'll take a look at it later. For now, I'll build it separated because I can always combine it if I need to. Eyelashes. It is unfortunately with these things all about saving time. There are some things you can do to speed up your processes. And there's some things that you definitely 100% want to spend time on. For example, right now I'm doing the face of this model, right? And the face of a model is arguably the most important part. The most important part of like any portrait art. Or most art that features a face. Because it is the first thing that a person will notice if it's wrong. And that doubles for eyes. Eyes are usually the first thing that people will notice in an image, if they are wrong. Oh god, yeah, exporting a mod for Live2D, seeing you didn't cut something right and having to go back, yes. Having to work out which layer that problem was on. The worst thing for me is when you have like... it sounds really stupid saying that you have like an eraser lint on a digital image, but trust me, I mean, I know you'll know it happens, but for everyone in the chat right now, yes, this happens. You get random dots that you didn't know you'd put there, messing up your drawing. Remember to flip your canvas to spot errors, kids. Oh yeah, 100%. Sometimes you forget and then you'll come back an hour later and flip and realize everything's wrong. I think that, like, I've heard some things as to why that is. And I mean, it's one, because you're staring at the same image so long that you generally tend to think that's right. And sometimes you can go away and come back and it will look completely wrong. You'll be like, oh god, what did I do? But it's also apparently something to do with, you know, like left and right-handedness, right? Something flipped one way in general sometimes will look better to you than the other way. You have a proclivity as to which way you like to see things facing. Which is really interesting when you think about it. You have to wonder, like, what's the... What is, like, the best way to draw something? Like, the most people will be happy with the angle at which you've drawn something. Because generally, people prefer... I mean, we talked earlier about 3/4 views. Is 3/4 views are generally aesthetically the most pleasing angle. I don't think that can really be argued. It basically is. But I do wonder, like, do people like things facing left more than right? I don't know. It's kind of crazy to think about that there's these silly things our brains do. Okay, let's do side number 2. See, I find art fascinating, but the psychology of art is like ever more fascinating. It's kind of crazy. I was going to turn off a layer. I've forgotten which layer it is. Ah, here. That's doing. Okay. We're going to pop in eyelashes here. Probably take out that eyeball for now. What even layer is that? There, yeah. I can see a bit better now. Brains are weird. Mine gives me a lot of grief. Oh, mood. Okay, let's fill this in. And I think we have some nice eyelashes here. I will be flipping to double check though. And I think I need this down a little bit more. It should hug the edge of this eye white here, I think. I think that was my intention. I don't know, I just stuck giant glasses in front of it, without a care in the world, and didn't save the original sketch without the glasses on it. We make these things with the best of intentions. Okay, so obviously these are gonna go under there anyway. I think it gives us a good idea of where this is going. I'm pretty happy with that. Of course the glasses need to go on top of everything. Like that. Yeah, I'm digging this so far. Yeah. Now the hat is going to be a different story. Where's our neck layouts? I was gonna... I'm gonna give the neck its little bandana. Because those don't really... I mean, technically they don't need to be separate layers, but I'll separate it anyway just in case I want to give it like a little bounce. Though I'm not sure why that would bounce. Bandana. Bandana's probably gonna have to go on top. Hello, Mark, over on YouTube. I hope you're having a great day. Welcome to the Colourful Collective. So even though the bandana does go behind, I think I'm okay with just doing it like this. I don't think there's going to be enough animation to it that it's going to matter. Because otherwise I draw a back piece and a front piece. And I don't think we need that. I may be wrong, and I will regret those words later. But for now, we press on. Okay, there's the bandana. That was quick enough. Okay, so I think the nose can just be part of the face, right? Or can it? Because it kind of needs to go in front of the glasses, right? This is going to be one of these things that I start separating again just in case. There we go. Nose. I'm doing a lot of separating just in case, but... Sort of like that, I think. Yeah. Well, it doesn't protrude from the face too far, but it is holding up the glasses, so there has to be something there. Okay, mouth. I'm gonna get a whole folder here for mouth. Because we're gonna have to have different mouth states. So if we start with closed. I can probably just make closed similar to what I've got here. Quite a simple little mouth. And then if I have an open, I might eventually have open as multiple frames. But for now, let's start simple, right? Side opening mouth, probably something like that. Something indeed like that. Pull that a little bit up and down as well. Just because the actual mouth does move. It's mostly your jaw when you're talking, but your top lip does move up very slightly. Which means we'll move down a little bit. It might be even further up, actually. No, that maybe looks a bit silly. I don't know. Nah, a little bit up. I'll start doing silly things like changing out the sprites for jaws next, and that's not something I really want to do. Let me rasterize this so I can play around with liquify a little bit. There we go. That's a little bit more of what I was looking for. We got the little tongue in. And some teeths. You never forget the teeths. A lot of people forget the teeth. There are secret tiny knives in one's mouth. Tiny nice it is. No, I don't think those go to the edge, do they? Can you like look at teeth in a mouth? I think actually it would look better if I pulled it back to there. Maybe I just need more teeth. More teeth. Or is that a bit too gummy? No, I'll leave it like that. I like it like that. It's all about angles, working out angles. I think that is a good 45-degree mouth. Yeah, it needs to go up a little bit. One sec. Maybe up into a sort of slight cat mouth? If I may be so bold. No, maybe not the cat mouth. Maybe it just needs to be rounded in general, and I've done the rounding the wrong way. You know when you just there's something off about something, and you can't quite tell. But I think we might have got it. Just need a little bit of rounding. Ah, yes. Rounding it is. Oh, eyebrow. Eyebrow will be useful. Oh, the cat has come to say hi. Say hi, Raven. Say hi to chat. Chat meet cat. Cat meet chat. Sorry, buddy. You have to go on the floor. Here we go. Something off about something, I dislike that. Yeah. It's just something. Not quite sure what. It's just something. Meowdy. I'm sure if he was in the mood, he'd say the same thing back. Which reminds me, I was gonna make an emote of him, and I completely forgot. Need to make a cat emote for when he comes and says hello. Which he does like to do, because he likes to sleep on my drawing tablet regularly. Often when I'm trying to use it. That is one thing that will never change. Now, do I need a second eyebrow? I mean, I could put it in just in case. Like, I'm aware that I do, you know, just as a thing, I should have a second eyebrow. I mean, I guess my model maybe didn't, but... Right, so let's go check if these line up. They do not. But I think her head is tilted a little bit. So that's okay. Yeah. Well, that's like just under the rim of the glasses, so that's fine too. It does mean I can turn it round a little bit. Nope, do not transform that, please. And it should just be slightly that way. Like that. For one moment, Chip. I return, that was just a spam caller. Yay. Okay, the flip test looks okay to me for now. Okay, let's load up all these. Have I got all the face parts? If I have indeed got all the face parts here, I think we are going to have to finish for today. Yeah. Yeah. We've got all the face parts, chat. Wonders will never cease. So I'm going to see who perhaps we could raid into today. Thank you so much for being here and helping me through this. I might be back later this week, but if I'm not, then you know I will 100% be around next Monday. That is my I will definitely stream. I will be here come hell or high water day. 2 is around online today. Stick around because I would love you to come and meet some of my friends. Stick around because I would love you to come and meet some of my friends. Oh, okay. One of my friends is playing Planet Coaster 2. So that's a choice. We've got someone doing Animal Crossing. Oh, I think someone's drawing cats. I think someone's drawing cats.
I had a suspicion what it could be, but like, you know, I didn't want to jump to conclusions. And
Oh, I am here for cats. It was lovely hanging out. Thank you, 𝗀𝗲𝗱𝗏. It's nice to be back. It is. I like streaming. Things feel a lot more chill than the first time round, you know? I like that. Right, we're gonna go say hi to Ribians because they are drawing cats. And I really like cats. Gotta see those cats. Are we all ready to go? Thank you very much for joining me in the Colourful Collective today. We are part of the way there. We have a head, and that is progress, my friends. Anyway, let's go see some cats.